What up, SoleMates family? It's your boy Pierce, and we got Carlos in the building. As you may or may not know, we are the SoleMates team. Of course, we're going to have new additions coming in pretty soon. That is going to be helpful as we want to venture off and do. Welcome in. How you doing? Nah, that's fine. Don't
It's
worry
okay.
about it. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Live footage. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be on SoleMates. You know, featured. Featured the hoodies in the background that are shopping. Okay. So we are looking to add somebody to the team that we will show you soon.
I shouldn't be eating this candy. I think you can totally hear.
Can you?
Probably.
You can't tell that I'm doing.
Hold on.
That's because you're chewing it, fam.
Okay. All right, ready?
Mine's is right here.
Let's bring you back.
All right.
Start over.
What's up, SoleMates family? It's your boy P here. We have Carlos with us. As you know, or may not, we are the SoleMates team.
I don't think they do.
They don't?
No.
They haven't seen your fingers before?
Well, they've seen the fingers.
Yes.
But we are the team. You said we are the team.
Right, we are the SoleMates team. We are looking to add another edition. So if you are seeing this, send us your resume. You can either send it to us on Instagram, SoleMates206, or you can email it at soulmates.seattle@gmail.com. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to let you know that we are venturing off and doing other things. We are looking to grow as we have been locally, but we are looking to grow globally as well. So we're going to be doing sneaker cons. We're going to be doing sneaker events ourselves. And we're just looking to grow our community, right? So right now, we're just coming to you, talking to you about what we have coming up.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is a lot.
It's a two-man team.
Right. We do pretty well. We do pretty good. But we are looking at 2 more people, all right? And like I said, we're venturing off. You know, we're going to be doing some other things, adding more locations. So just make sure that you are following us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a comment. Tell us where you want us to pop up next. And we're just going to be doing random things. We're just going to start picking people who leave comments and just sending you a cash app, sending you money. So random raffles.
Got to comment, right?
Yeah, you have to comment.
You got to comment. So subscribe and comment. We'll just pick someone, and we'll send you $25. Super easy.
Randomly, whenever we drop a video, we might do it multiple times. We might choose 25 people. You never know.
We've been doing little. So basically what we post on TikTok or do Instagram Reels, we've been putting those up on the YouTube channel. So follow, comment on those. We'll pick someone. We're not going to do anything fancy with the randomizer. It'll be if it makes us laugh. It'll make me laugh. So say something witty or nice, probably.
Right.
And then boom, $25. Super easy. So be on the lookout for that. So you've done 2 faith and fashion podcasts with Pastor Cole and with your friend Jarrell Peterson.
Right.
So this one's going to be a little bit different. We talked about this before. We sort of just thought of this idea, so we thought let's just do it right now. So this is a ShopLife. That's sort of been the title of our videos, is ShopLife.
Right.
So this is the ShopLife podcast.
Right.
So what we're doing, we're a 2-man team and we do an awful lot. We've been talking about the sneaker cons and doing events, but then also rearranging the shop. I mean, we have a big shop for what we are doing. So
right.
We have a lot of space. We have a lot of inventory, lots of sneakers,
right.
lots of Supreme stuff, lots of hats, lots of cause. We just talked about what are we going to do with all these? How are we going to display all these cause?
Right.
So this podcast, let's just talk a little bit more about it. And Gary Vaynerchuk says you should document.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for coming in. You should document the journey.
Gary V is pretty dope.
He
swears a lot.
He swears a lot. But what he says makes an awful lot of sense.
Right.
So we're documenting the journey. So I mean, let's just take step 1. Step 1 of what the immediate thing. We are trying to plan a 3-year anniversary sale.
Yes, not just sale, but an event.
An event.
We're going to make a 3-year anniversary. Now, mind you, this 3 years has been pretty hectic. Going from Opening in 2018, doing very well. Going through 2019 as well, but coming into COVID 2020.
Yeah.
Which really started in the end of 2019. So that kind of just took us for a whirlwind, right? On top of that, we have a lot of political stuff going on that kind of had our whole country at war with one another, right? And then on top of that, we have COVID. Then we have racial injustice, as you may or may not know. It's just a lot. We've had to close down multiple times. We've been boarded up several times, right? From looting. I mean, just you name it. To go through everything that our country has went through in the past year and still going through today is very difficult to go through in a lifetime, let alone 12 to 18 months.
Yeah.
Right? So we are still here and we're thriving. We're doing pretty good. So we really just want to make sure that you know that we are here to stay, and we are celebrating our 3-year anniversary.
What day is it exactly?
September 14th is the day that we opened.
So that's what we're planning for.
But because COVID is going on and cases are kind of rising a little bit, and we don't want to just cram it all into one day. So what we're going to do, we're going to spread it out for one full week.
Yeah.
And we're going to do something every single day. We're going to have giveaways and raffles I don't want to give it away, right? But we are going to have giveaways. We're going to have raffles. We're going to have doorbuster deals. I mean, we're going to have some crazy deals for in-store. We're also going to do something online, probably the last day or the day after the last day. We'll probably do something just for online, just so everybody out of town that follows us and wants to support definitely can. But you do not want to miss this. If you're going to be in town, this week is
the little sneak peeks of behind the scenes stuff. This is something that he and I spoke about for a few days of what should it be.
Right.
Should it be looking at how other shops have celebrated anniversaries, do we want it to be a day and have a whole line of people here? Like, do we want to make people do that? Do we want to, even though our shop is a pretty big size, do we want it full with 20, 30 people at a time and people waiting outside? Or do we want to space it out and then create little mini events throughout the days and have people say, okay, I really want some clothes. So let's see, I'll go to the Supreme sale, or I'll go to, we have a lot of jackets, and we have a lot of hoodies and crews. Like, do people want to wait for that? Or people who just want sneakers will be like, I'll wait for the sneaker. So we talked about that a lot. We put a lot of thought into it. And at first I thought, let's just have a day, like plan a big one, get it done, and then have, just deal with the chaos of one day. But in what Paris is saying, we don't want to overcrowd. We want to, have people enjoy their time here. We don't want people rubbing up against each other all the time. And it was so that made a whole lot of sense. So ultimately we decided, let's just do a whole week, and that's going to be the theme of it.
Right.
So we're going to do a whole lot of little things to keep people engaged and to try to keep that excitement going of, okay, I want to go on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. So in essence, we're maximizing it, right? So, and it's a 3-year anniversary. That's a big deal, man. You put a whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this, and 3 years is a great anniversary to really do a lot. So, in part of that, we made 2 different shirts that we'll be selling.
Well, yep. That is true.
So and here's another sneak peek: it's a little we're not designers,
right? I know I'm not.
We're trying to do the most with what we can between the two of us. So designing a shirt is it's not stressful, but you want to make sure it looks good And coming from two people who are not designers, I think we did pretty good.
Right.
So we're excited to have you guys see that. We did one. We sort of went two ways with with the new merch. We went a little bit more vintage look on one design, and then for the other design, we went a little bit more crisp, a little bit more modern, with this trending little design element that we've seen around. So are we going to show them? Are we going to show them prior to it?
We can, but if you want to see that, you got to make sure you follow us on Instagram. SoleMates 206. That's our Instagram, right? Also, you need to follow us here on all social media platforms. Whether you're watching this on YouTube, it's SoleMates 206. Whether you're seeing snippets on TikTok, SoleMates 206. Whether you're on Twitter, wherever you're at, SoleMates 206. Subscribe, like, and let us know if you want to see the shirts. Let us know if you want to see the designs before we drop them.
From two non-designers.
Right.
I mean, I had to make these shirts, I had to YouTube how to do everything in Photoshop. I know this much Photoshop, and making the different design elements, I was like, okay, I want it to look this way, but how do I do it?
Right.
So boom, 45 minutes into the YouTube Photoshop tutorial dark hole. And then, then another hour to figure out how to actually follow the instructions.
Right.
But we did it, and I think it'll look cool. So actually, I'm looking forward to these shirts. They're gonna be I like them. I think they're gonna be really interesting. People are gonna think that that they want one. Right. So are we going to have it just be limited?
Yes. These
aren't shirts that we're gonna have in stock all the time.
No. No.
So once they're out, you better get one.
Right.
Because they're gonna be gone.
Right. And we also have some of our previous merch, random sizes that we're also gonna sell at a discounted price. And I did 2 other shirt designs. So basically every year for our anniversary, we'll go back to this certain style with our font and then the colorways that we use. We typically just put SoleMates across the chest, and then we switch up the colors. And then we change the color of the shirt. So we might drop anywhere from 2 to 4 of those each year. And they always sell out. They always do very well. We did do 2 new colorways for our 3-year anniversary. Okay? So we will also have those. We will have those, and those are going to be limited as well. We have maybe a couple from our previous years that were tucked away that we will bring out. Again, random sizes. But yeah, we're going to have gifts. We're going to have raffles. We're going to have great prices, or as my wife would say, crazy deals. And
I'll put it up on the screen.
Right.
Crazy deals.
You got to get a picture of my wife. Crazy deals. That's her go-to word.
We still have to design a flyer for it. I'm starting designing the flyer, and then just getting everything organized so that we know. I mean, we spent a lot of time in the back organizing and taking, updating inventory, making sure we know what we have, so that we can then do these days and then have it be what the focus is for each day,
right.
And then creating collateral and marketing materials for each of these things. So, I mean, we still have a whole lot to do, but we're really, it's really an exciting project to do.
Yeah.
Because then as this week goes and then watching the results of it, that's going to fuel us for the next at least 3 months of big time motivation to keep things going.
Right. And this is just random. So I'm going to start a total separate giveaway. We have new A-boards and A-board sign, right? And we're going to be putting those in random spots right down on Broadway. We're located on Pike and Broadway is the cross streets. Right on the corner is a QFC. That's on the bottom level, the ground level. There is another level on top of it. That's where we're located. We're located on top of QFC. We're going to continue to put our A-boards down on the first level. Anybody who goes and gives us a shout out, tags us in it, and puts their YouTube name, we're going to enter you into a raffle where we're going to give something away just for doing that. But you have to take a picture of our A board. You have to tag us, SoleMates 206 on Instagram, and then you also have to put the name of your YouTube channel. And you make sure that you
have a YouTube channel.
Well, if you don't have a YouTube channel, then you need to make one. And then you
What
need
if
to
they just put a hashtag like SMS A board, and then that way we'll know easily who did what.
Okay. Well,
This is the first time hearing about this. See, these are the behind.
Right.
These are the behind the scenes things.
my mind is like Instagram pics, right? They're a bunch of undeveloped photos and ideas. Okay.
That is a good idea, though.
Right.
To put the board in different places, and then just have people to take pictures of it and tag it.
Right.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. So there, I gotta add that. See, I gotta add that to the list of stuff the stuff that we need to do.
Right.
And then, so I mean, this 3-year anniversary event is going to. It's still in the works. We're still planning to do a lot of other things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just one thing. I mean, we're also in the midst of redoing the shop. I spent a big chunk of the day today redoing the wall so that people can see the supreme and non-supreme accessories that we have, make it not so jumbled, easier to identify if you want something or not.
Yes.
I mean, having a shop is super cool, but
Yeah,
when
it
you
is.
have a shop this big,
Right.
it becomes a little bit not overwhelming, but you have to
Right.
put thought into what goes where.
Right.
And where is it? Is it in front of a window? Is it close to the door?
Right.
Are they grouped together? I mean, because we have a lot of stuff.
Right.
So
Yes.
we're working on making it easy for you guys to see and spot exactly what you want, have it priced and ready to go. So those are things. And then we're also talking about sneaker cons.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Right. The
I
next
don't-
one's what? SneakerCon Atlanta.
no,
And
Chicago.
Is it Chicago? Oh, yeah, that
Chicago's-
is. That's right.
Chicago's next weekend.
Right. Right.
September 11th, I believe.
Right. Right. And then
Then
Atlanta's not till
Atlanta,
October
till
30th.
October.
Right.
So we're talking about doing that. So some of the things that we're talking about, like, should we go and get a table? Should we sell shoes?
Should we just buy?
Should we just buy? Should we just, is it the purpose going to be to try to move inventory, move product? Is the purpose to just get some cool content so that we can, get some of those sneaker con views
Yeah.
that everyone else gets? Like, what's the like we need to plan out so then so that we can make the best choices and make the best use of resources
Yes.
to do, because it's an investment to do. I mean, we're watching these other shops that go. It's if you're trying to sell 100 shoes, that's 100 shoes you have to box up, put on pallet,
Right.
and ship out. So that's
Right.
That's shipping freight. So that's pricey.
Right.
And then are you going to sell it or not?
Right.
Because then if you don't, you got to ship it back.
Right.
So I mean, there's a lot to. We're trying to, again, make the best use of our resources and try to make the best choice. And that's the fun thing about being a 2-man team, though, is because we're not. I mean, the likelihood of making the right choice every time is low. But I mean,
the likelihood of
obviously,
making a mistake.
I mean,
It's kind of high for 2 people.
I mean, but at the same time, we easily know who pitched what idea. So there isn't. I mean, I've been involved with other teams where there's 5 to 10 people, and the result is an amalgamation of a bunch of people's ideas. So you don't really know who to blame.
Right.
So when we
Right.
do something wrong,
It's his fault.
it's my fault. It's like, okay, it's my idea. I messed this up. It's completely the wrong thing to do.
Right.
But then I always reply with, you know what? If I were perfect, Paris,
I'd be somewhere
I
far,
would
far away
not be here.
in a place called Perfect.
But it's a fun thing to do. It's a fun thing to be able to.
That's his apology, by the way. He doesn't apologize for
Don't
nothing.
apologize.
Yeah.
The fun part of being here and helping out is that, man, if you have an idea, Paris is like, all right, let's just do it. And then my task then is to get it to try to do it,
Right.
and then seeing results from it.
Right.
And I mean that's the nice thing about being a two-man team, and you get to see results rather quickly based for what you did.
Right.
And going to Comic-Con seems like a no-brainer, but when you really dive deep into it,
Right.
like what's the purpose? What do we want the result to be?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, we definitely want to go. We just wanted. Are we going to spend tons of dough in getting stuff out there?
Right.
Are we going to spend tons of dough in buying stuff?
Right.
Because I'm not sure if you've seen these YouTube videos of other shops going. These vendors at sneaker cons, they're charging.
Yeah, way
They're
over
charging.
market.
They're charging a lot for everything.
Yeah.
So
that is a fact.
what sense would that make to go there buy an off-white dunk for $600 when we're selling them for $550, the same lot number?
Right.
Like that makes no sense. Why would we do that? I mean, there's no reason to do that.
Right.
And then at the same time, going and taking a whole bunch of stuff and then just have it, have to ship it back. So we don't want to do that either.
Nope.
So there's still a lot to think about, but we have one. I think we'll make a decision by October if we're going to go or not. I kind of just want to go and just go.
Right.
And then maybe, like, we can turn it into a look for, how about this? We can go and then turn it into a look for
Certain sneakers.
for personals.
Right.
Like,
Right.
not even for the shop.
Right.
I mean, if we get something cool for the shop, it'll be a bonus.
Right.
But it'll be, like, so what would your sneaker be?
I want the cause for the gray cause for. I just bought a black pair. I ended up selling mine reluctantly. I had a brand new one and a used pair, and they both sold. And before I knew it,
Man,
I was
that's
super
one of my
disappointed.
favorites too.
And then also, I like the Civilist. The Civilist Dunk, I think that's pretty dope. I really like the quality on that shoe. Yeah, and I do. Whenever I get one, it's either a half size too small or a half size too big. And so I've never really got my size. I've come close to getting my size, but people usually want a little bit too much for me to buy it, and so we don't.
So that's a good idea. Is going and we can have a contest between you and I, and name 3 of your top sneakers that you want, and then we'll put pricing on it of where we want to be, and let's see who just gets closer.
Right.
That's an interesting idea.
Right.
That way, that'll make a good video.
Right.
We won't be stressed with having to ship stuff. We can still, ultimately, it'll
Right.
still get, it'll still get noticed on YouTube, and
Right.
we don't have to deal with all of that shipping stuff. And then we get to come back with potentially 3 of our top. So you would go with the Black Cause, another one, or the
No,
gray one?
the gray ones.
The gray
I
ones?
just bought a black one, but I will go with the gray ones. I will go with the Civilist, and then the other stuff's just unrealistic. I'm not spending that type of money right now.
Which one? Red October?
Yeah, Red October to complete my set, and then the Yeezy one. I think not the Zen. I got the tan, so the Zen. I'm missing the Zen to complete my set, and I'm missing the Red October to complete my full Nike Yeezy set.
Yeah.
So I'm 2 away. But yeah, I'm just not spending that. Right
Mine
now.
would be.
I have my off-white ones. I have the entire collection.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Well, you're missing one now, the European white one.
No, I got it.
Oh, you had 2 of them?
Yeah, I had 2. I had a 9.5, and then I had my size. Right. I only sold 1.
See, I'm not looking for that much. I'm looking for a PSG Jordan 4 in a size 12. I want that one. I like that. What is it, like a purplish color? Like,
Right.
I don't even know what color that is.
Yeah.
I like that one. And that one, I don't know. I don't own a Dunk, so maybe a Dunk,
Okay.
but I don't know which one.
Right.
That one. Well, anyway, so again, behind the scenes, like, that's a cool concept that we just thought of.
We can run with
so
that.
2 original ideas right now that just came up just by talking, just by doing what Gary Vee says, document,
Right.
and then something will pop up.
Let's do it.
So we're doing that. What's the third thing that we were doing?
It was
We
talking
were-
about SneakerCon, the anniversary, rearranging the store,
rearranging.
displaying more calls. It was something else.
Oh, see, I should have written these. I should have written it down. There was one more thing that we were wanting to do.
Right.
Well, it'll come to us at some point.
We're definitely revamping the website as well.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it was. It was how to make the website, because we see all of the analytics. We see, I mean, I'm sure every website deals with abandoned carts. So what is the best way to get people to close on those, minimize the abandoned carts, increase conversion rates? What are we doing? So we revamped it within the site we already have, but we made it easier to find stuff.
Right.
We made it more eye-catching. We added deal of the day.
Mm-hmm.
We put things into a more user-friendly category system so that if you want Jordans, you know exactly where to go. If you want Yeezys, you know exactly where to go.
Right.
So on top of that, it's also let us update our link tree
Right.
with more user-friendly links. So if you want to see exactly what we have in stock, or I'm sorry, if you want to see what's new in stock, go to the link tree link, and it's right there on the top where it says newest inventory.
Right.
And you get to see exactly what is new. And then if you want to see all of the, like I said, all of the Jordans and all of the other ones. So that's an ongoing thing. Like
Right.
that, I sit home, and as I'm watching my shows, I'll have the website open and then just scroll through it, go through other people's, go through the competition's websites, and then just see, okay, what aspects of their sites do I like? Can I put them into ours?
Right.
So that's all coming. So let us know what you think about the website.
Right. I do
haven't done
definitely
that
like.
yet.
I like the features. I like the updates that we've come. Just sitting down, looking at it, realizing how many clicks does it really take to get to what I'm trying to buy.
Yeah, and we've minimized that a whole lot.
Right.
It's-
Right. And then as soon as you go to the website, what's the first thing that pops up? Right. And so, being very specific and intentional on what it is that we want to display, what it is that we're revealing to you guys, and making sure that it's something that we would trust, right? Because we get a lot of people who will look on the website, but then they want to come in and buy it, which is great.
Yeah.
But you can also, you can shop online and ship it. You can shop in-store pickup, and you could come and, you can shop online and pick it up in-store. You can come into the shop, scan the QR code, and go
we
into
didn't even
checkout
talk
right
about
away.
that.
So all
we
of our
talk about that?
shoes, yeah, let's do it. So we're gonna make a whole nother video about that.
Yeah,
But-
that needs more instruction because, so when I started spending more time here at the shop, out of the 5 hours that I was here, 4 hours of it was dedicated to what pricing and figuring out what pricing was. I mean, you had a little bit of turnaround. Turnover in the team here, and that sort of got that needed work on. So, years ago, I went to Urban Necessities when they had their. I'm not sure if it was the first location or the second location in the mall. That was in the back of this mall in way off strip, but
That was the first one, I think.
was-
I'm not sure though.
so
But I'm pretty.
his inventory all had these QR codes, and you just scanned it and took a with your camera, and I'm like, man, that's super cool. And I've worked in barcodes software for over 10 years.
Right.
So then when we started talking about how are we, a year ago, and we started talking about how can we make things better,
Right.
it's like eliminating needing to print out a label each time a price changed
Right.
is probably the first thing to do. So we went and created
Man,
a
I
system.
gotta step right there. That was a huge problem. I had maybe I've lost like 2 customers because we went in. Sometimes shoes drop, and sometimes they go up, right? And so there's times where we've changed. Me specifically, I have changed prices. Like we would go throughout the store and look and see, if things adjusted, whether it went down or whether it went up, right? And try to make the proper adjustments. And so there's times where I went into the system and changed the price on the shoe in the system, right? But when the customer looks at the tag, it might say a certain price. So if a shoe goes, it's at $300, and then it jumps up $50, and I list it for $350, right? And then when they come and I ring them up, and then after taxes, you're coming up to $380, $390. They're gonna be like, hold on, what's going on? And so we actually lost several customers like that.
Yeah.
And wasn't aware of that. And so that right there is one of the biggest things that I wanted to eliminate, because going through an entire store where you have anywhere from 1,500 to 3,000 shoes at any given moment, give and take, you have a lot of shoes to keep up with and a lot of stuff to sell.
Yeah.
So this barcode system that I wanted to execute but just didn't know how to pull it to fruition, that really helped with being able to look and see what the prices are going for, and then just adjusting it on the website, and automatically it's changed without having to change the tag on the shoe.
Well, it provided process improvement. So
Yes.
now it's, if we had 5 people and we could dedicate half of one person's time to going and making sure that everything was correctly labeled, that's one thing.
Right.
But it's he and I.
Right.
It's Soul Brother number 1 and Soul Brother number 2.
Right.
So we needed just a better way to do it. So it took, it took a while to get it all done, but that part of the process and how the shop runs is going really well, and it's easy now. So as soon as stuff comes in, it'll be labeled, and I don't think I want to tell people how we did it.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah. We don't want to give away.
If you want to know, I'll tell you, but you'll have to tell us in the comments. But basically now, the label that we put on the shoe or any item has the name on it, has the size, and then it has a QR code. You scan it, and then off you go to the website where you can see pricing, and then it helps us maintain that inventory in a better way, and also modify pricing. Because lots of times the shoe does go up, but sometimes it goes down.
Right.
I mean, we there's lots of examples of that too. There's a Paradunk.
Right. That joint dropped like crazy. Right.
That's an example. So it saves time in having to reprint the label, and then obviously it saves the cost of printing the label.
Yeah.
Paper and ribbon, if depending on the type of printer you have, those are small expenses that add up if you have to continually redo it. So having one source where all of that information is it's just better. But we got to do another video where we tell people how to do it, because now we still spend too much time telling people how to do it. So there needs to be an instructional video, even instructional signs in shop of how do you do it.
Yes.
Because
for sure.
it's not. I mean, now with COVID and restaurants and bars and different places having QR codes right at the table, it's becoming a little bit more second nature. But we're not quite there yet, so that needs a little bit more training.
And it helps.
But we'll get there.
It helps for when a person comes into the store and maybe we're busy at the moment.
Yeah.
You come in, you see that we have a size. Is the condition that you want, whether it's DS, VNDS, slightly used, whatever it may be, and you're like, hey, I want to grab this. You can just go ahead and check out. We'll get the notification. You can show your ID. We'll give you the shoe.
Yeah, we've had that happen a lot.
Right.
Where someone will just buy it, they'll scan it, they'll buy it, and in the checkout process, they'll select local pickup.
Right.
And then boom, it's done.
Right.
I mean, this is next level stuff that we're doing at our shop.
We're living in the future.
Like that's a super easy checkout. And then we have people that will purchase online, select local pickup, and then they'll come later.
Right.
And then they'll get it. But all of this stuff is just so that more people could just do things in an easier way.
Right.
So that plus something for the 3-year anniversary that's going to take place every day for a week.
Right.
Like it's just all of those things equaled up. The result of it is going to be a successful anniversary.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. All right, Paris.
Yeah.
I think we've spoken enough about our secret to our success.
Yes, yes. Now this is just our first one. We're gonna have more. We're gonna try to drop one a week. I know we've been lacking on some of the videos that we have, and we still have footage that we haven't even released, really, to be honest with you. But again, we're spread a little thin, so that's why we are looking to hire 2 people. We are looking for someone that's going to be in somewhat of a managerial position, and then someone who is just going to be more so of a clerk or a sales rep, if you will.
That would be nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we still, I mean, again, these are just some of the things that we want to do, but in order for us to be able to do them, we need to free up
some of our time.
Yeah. So
that's
so
big.
if you're interested, if you want to know the runnings of a sneaker shop and how I don't do the deals.
Right. I do. I'm
the
more
baller though.
Yeah, this guy, man. He's
I should make a thing called Carlos the Low Baller.
Right.
Make myself a little character.
Yeah. We should have anime. We should have 2 anime
Carlos
characters.
the Low Baller.
Right.
But I do it because you got to look out for the shop, of course.
Right.
We're on Capitol Hill, man. I'm sure that
Rent's
rent
crazy.
check you cut is mucho dinero.
Yeah, right.
Like we are in the heart of Capitol Hill.
Right.
That is, people pay $5,000 a month in rent for a 800 square foot apartment in this area. That's nuts. So yeah, if you are interested, let us know. We'll chat. We're easygoing. We're easygoing dudes.
Right.
We just want someone that's motivated.
Right. Somebody who is
Self-starter.
Yes.
You know, the usual catchwords: motivated, self-starter.
And an executor. We want somebody, if you have a good idea and we want to run with it, we want to see you or that person work to bring it to reality.
Just do it.
That's the goal. Not just have a good idea, but have good execution.
Yep.
Right? So make sure, again, that you like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, point the finger, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and comment below. Are you interested in the position? Do you know someone who's interested in the position? And what videos do you want to see?
Yeah.
Right? And don't forget, we are going to release more information about our 3-year anniversary. We're going to release more information about just this random giveaway that I just had, that just came to my mind. Tag our A-board if you see it. Just tag us in it. Right? And we'll figure out.
Find it first.
Yes, you got to find it.
Take the picture, post, and tag.
Yes.
Easy.
Yes.
Easy.
I'm telling you.
Easy.
So, all right. We are out.
I think they should follow me too. I take really cool pictures.
Okay, yeah,
So go to my Instagram, CZ Media CM.
Yeah.
We'll post it right there.
Yes.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
And
Okay, there, that's it.
he builds websites. He's a content manager. He's a lifesaver, right? He is a lifesaver. He's done a marvelous job here. Really appreciate his work. Really do. He does a great job. So if you need any type of work, whether it's photography, he does great photography. Tens of thousands of dollars in equipment, from cameras to lenses to his own studio to drones. I mean, you name it. He's crashed more drones than you've crashed cars.
I've crashed 3.
Yes.
Chalk it up to drunk flying, though.
Yes.
Don't fly and drink, or drink and fly.
Right.
Drink and fly.
Don't drink and be mobile.
No. But
Just,
I am going to go have a drink right now. So give them the follow spiel.
yes. Again, like this post, subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave a comment below, follow us on Instagram and all social media platforms, SoleMates 206, and make sure that you are up to date with what we have going on, because it's going to be crazy. 1 week. We're 1 week away from our 3-year anniversary. Make sure you tune in.
We got a lot to do yet.
Right.
It'll be fun, though.
Muy.
All right. Listo?
Listo.
Adios.